Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Actually, I probably shouldn't do that, because I'm not necessarily gonna be starting a new. This is a new session, I guess. Well, fuck it, I've already started introducing. This is a new session for me. Probably gonna be the same session for you. I don't know, depends really when I split it. So, things to do. I've been doing some researching between sessions. First thing I need to do is I'm gonna work quite considerably on. Use your words, Doctor. On some automation stuff and some mob farming stuff, and firstly some tree stuff. So I'm going to open with doing some forging. We're going to make some new tools using all this pattern stuff. Oh, firstly, one thing I've learned, I put all my patterns in a chest here. Wow. There is such a thing as a dedicated pattern chest, but I'm not using it. But we've got some copper ingots, which is nice. But what I want to make is, let's take that out of there. I want to make myself a new hatchet. My old one will be in the shed, won't it? It's been about a week for me, so I've clearly forgotten everything. Yeah, the hatchet of destiny is in there. Worth noting, I've learnt various things. Tinker's tools. They gain XP as you use them, which is quite handy. And each material gives its own attributes to the tool. And I believe it goes through them in the Materials and You book, which I don't know where it ended up. Actually, Editions book, Materials and You, here we go. So, if we open Materials and You, this tells you all about the tinkery stuff. And if we go on Tool Materials, these are all the possible materials, and these tell us what they use and what they do. So, you can kind of see them all, which is really handy. Pig iron. Pig iron is literally iron with meats attached to it, and it gives tasty. Which means the tool, when you use it, occasionally does food, all this kind of handy stuff. But what I'm looking to make them out of is copper at this point, because copper tools have the well-established trait, which means you gain additional bonus XP from tasks that don't normally generate experience, which is really handy. So that's for things like I'm going to use it on the hatchet, and then because I've been cutting trees all the time with that thing, it means I'll be getting a bit of experience with it, which is really nice to have. What do I want to make the handle out of? Poisonous? I guess I'll just make it out of wood, because wood has ecological, which means they regenerate themselves. So that's very handy. So, I want to make a mattock. So, no, not a mattock. A hatchet. So I've kind of got all the stuff I need, roughly. I need a binding pattern, and I need a tool rod pattern. So these I'm just going to make out of wood. So let's make myself a wood binding. Wood tool rod, even. And a wooden binding. Now, for making the hatchet head, I think it's hatchet head we need, isn't it? So let's say I want to make a hatchet. Yeah, so for making that axe head, we actually now need a cast for it. So that's a bit more difficult to do. So, if I search axe cast, there we go, axe head cast. So in order to make it, we need a axe head onto which we pour molten gold. So, we can make ourselves just a nice dirty default wooden one, because whatever we pour it onto is going to get wrecked here. Let's start. Actually, we need some gold in there, so we need to melt an ingot of gold. Let's set that a melting in there. And actually no, I'm going to make them out of copper, as I've said, but I don't want to put copper in there for now because it'll alloy it with shit. Okay, let's make ourselves a wooden axe head. That's fantastic. Take that wood back out. And I'll take this copper out because I'll use it once the gold's done. Pop that out. Pop that on there. And bloop, 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 bloop. Is that all the gold? Yep, that was all the gold. So while that's setting, we will slap the copper in there. So you probably don't want copper in there with anything else. Oh, do I use my iron to make a bucket? That might be handy. Can I make a bucket out of other materials? Because I want them basically the issue with clay buckets is they're an arse to make. But I think I do need to make it out of metal. Oh no, I can make it out of aluminium, I can make it out of copper, I can make it out of mostly. Oh, let's make a lead bucket, that sounds healthy. Lead's not got a huge amount of uses. Oh god, I need more gold for it. Okay, that's worth knowing. And I've just melted all my copper in there, haven't I? Great. Okay. If I put some gold in there, one gold's not going to alloy, right? Well, let's hope so. I'm going to build a lead bucket over here. Happy days. I made it just a regular bucket, it's just you can make it out of any metal you want. Right, now we have a more usable bucket. Slosh, let's pick some of that up. I need to make sure I keep that thing topped up, because I'm going to have to... Wow. Okay, cool. That's really handy, because I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with cobblestone of late. Cobblestone's going to be my thing, what I use. And I'm going to be automating stuff. It's all very exciting. Right, let's slosh some of this into there. Ooh, that was nice. I might as well do another slosh while I'm there, because, I mean, this tank's just going to be generating it. Honestly, one of the issues with automation is you spend so much time running around, like, making sure everything's used, because all my stuff's full, kind of currently. You've kind of got to automate everything a lot better. Right. Now, got 2 metals in there, so let's put the gold on the bottom and finish this cast. There we go. Now it's cooling. I'm just going to destroy the axe head in the process. There we go. But it's got that there. And now we just pour out a little bit of this copper onto the axe head. And fantastic, we got ourselves a copper axe head. So that's how you cast tools out of metal parts. And I believe there's actually an achievement for that. It's like in our special little book. So, wooden tool, wooden binding, and a copper axe head. Well established. Oh yes. That's quite nice. So we'll call it the Treeper. It's like a reaper, but for tree. That was cool. It's like a reaper, but for trees. Now, let me check. I believe that was an achievement. Upgrade an existing Tinker's. Oh, well, okay, you can actually upgrade it. You can replace the parts in it, but we didn't do that, but we kind of did it. Man, there's all sorts of exciting stuff we can do here. Enchant a sieve mesh. Right. So, we got this ready. So, I believe it's now time. Well, I'm just going to make another couple of. I'll make some trees here, and then once I've got some more wood, I'm going to expand stuff. Man, not talking great at the moment, am I? Once I've got a bit more wood, I'm going to. Man, I'm trying to think and do too many things at a time. Once I've got some more wood, I'm going to expand the base out a little bit and make a kind of dedicated tree growing area. I probably didn't need to melt all of that copper down, because now, well, I should probably just melt stuff as and when I need it rather than doing the whole thing. It's a slightly unfortunate side effect, because now if I put anything else in there, it'll alloy with the copper, which is problematic. Don't want that. So I guess I just gotta de-ingot these all. I mean, I don't lose anything for melting and recasting other than lava. And I have lava. Plenty of lava. I've got lava generating itself for free. So yeah, I need to make sure I can do something with all that cobblestone that's flowing freely. I can use it as a building material, but I just don't like the look of cobblestone, so I need to get a system set up whereby I've got cobblestone automatically being hammered and sieved. And then I can do a load of building shit, which I want to do, but I know that in the background I'm basically having metals generated for me. That's really handy. Are we done here yet? How much more have we got in there? 1 ingot. Excellent. And thank you very much. If this thing gets damaged as well, we can use copper to repair it, which is nice. Oh, I'll put that in there as well. Put that wood hammer in there. Might as well put materials and you in, since this is apparently the tinkering chest. Right, let's grow some trees. Now, the nice thing about the hatchet tool as well is I believe it doesn't use any durability to break leaves. I don't know if you get anything from the leaves though. Let's find out. I got a shit ton of experience, that's for sure. And yeah, I got some apples, I got some saplings. See, that's the thing, you don't get any leaves, actual leaves for composting. But I guess you get saplings, which are largely a similar kind of thing. But yeah, you'll have noticed we are getting a little bit of experience. A bit of experience, actually. That's actually really handy. And at least from just destroying the main wood of it. Yeah, it's nice to have experience. For those who don't know, experience is then used for enchanting and things like that, which will prove handy relatively soon. So, got a fair bit of wood, gonna do some expansions. I need a bit more dirt as well, so set that running. Ooh, this almost lines up with the top of that thing over there. I'm just trying to work out how big I want this thing to be. It turns out I'm going to make it quite big. But hey, I mean, it's to go big or go home, apparently, is my motto so far. So, I want to do some nice stairs going up to it as well. Because I like stairs in Minecraft. I hate having to, like, jump up blocks. Oh, shit. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? Come on. Oh, there we go. Right. How do I line that up properly? There we go, in on the bottom. Oh, I have to make one more stairs. Alright, that should then line up. Excellent! In case anyone was wondering, the pattern I'm doing I am absolutely stealing from someone on the internet who said it's the best way to grow trees. And I believe them, I guess. So, right, we start in the middle, which is here. And then we do 2 dirt. Am I in the middle? Yeah, I'm in the middle. 2 dirt, followed by 5 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another 2 dirt. So that's the central arc of it. Right in the middle of it here, we're going to place a torch. We're going to place a couple of torches around here to make sure trees have enough light to grow. That means they will grow naturally if I leave them alone. What I'm doing should work with twerking, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll fill this out in the other directions and make it nice and symmetrical. 2 and 1, 2. Now we basically have these little corners here, which we've got to fill in as well. And you can see how that goes. Like I said, whoop, could need more stairs here at some point to prevent me doing shit like that. Not sure what that's there. Right, let's get some more dirt on the producing. And grow some more trees quickly. Where are my crooks at? Because if I remember correctly, crooks yield leaves, don't they? Do they? I don't know. I should know that, I feel like. Well, there's an easy way to find out, isn't there? Come on, grow, you idiot. There we go. Right, let's see if this does anything. We did not get any leaves from that, I don't believe. Ha! Don't believe! Oh, I'm very clever. Let's grab another crook and try again, I suppose. It is getting me a lot of saplings, I suppose, so that's something. Yeah, no leaves, ton of saplings. It's annoying that the Treeper doesn't work on leaves. Ooh, because that would be super handy for getting a large amount of leaves. I mean, it's better than it's as good as a crook in a sense, that apart from it doesn't get like silkworms and shit, but that is mildly annoying still. Because leaves are probably the best thing to compost. And as you can see, we've damn near run out. So I'm going to have to get back to shears, aren't I? I don't want to waste my iron on shears, and I don't want to fill my entire bloody inventory with wood shears again. Because that's it, we're out there. Well, let's just compost saplings. How many saplings did it take to fill a barrel? 8. I suppose we get enough out each time, so that's not the end of the world. I guess if I keep using the Treeper, I'll just keep gaining more shit, so. Well, that's the other thing I learned about vein mining as well. It eats up your hunger. You break hunger, you go through hunger very quickly, as if you'd broken all the blocks manually, so it kind of doesn't speed it up in that way, which is worth knowing, I suppose. Have I got any gravel or anything on me to sieve? I've got some sand I can just run through the sieve while I'm here, and some dust. I go, oh, that's from making grout, wasn't it? We have a new way now, actually, we have a smelter. It's actually easiest for us to make seared bricks, which is quite nice. You can just melt something in the furnace. Let's look, if we make molten seared. Okay, that doesn't work. Seared. There we go. Seared stone, liquid seared stone. We can make it by melting that. So we melt cobblestone in there and we get seared stone out, which we can then cast in a casting bin straight into blocks of seared stone, which we can then add 4 of them together to make it. Technically, it is less efficient, but also it's more efficient because we have a shit ton of cobblestone. So that's how I'll be making seared blocks from now on. Oh, a lot of stuff coming out of this sand. This is nice. So, what do we got? Oh my god, we've got so much guff. Right. Stuff still on the floor over there. I better go sort this out. Into the material, the pre-materials chest. This is the sieving output chest. Gold ore, iron ore, nickel ore, crushed black quartz. Shit, that's cool. Bit of lead. You could also make a thing automatically. It's called a compressor, which will automatically take anything that can be compressed down. So, like the iron pieces or the gold pieces, for example, or lead any of the pieces really. And automatically turns them into. We'll turn them into chunks. So hopefully I'll get around to that this episode as well. We shall see. I keep saying this episode. I mean this session because these sessions split into obviously multiple episodes for you guys. Right, let's smelt this lot. None of these should alloy because it's only copper that alloys with things. Really. Of the standard metals, only copper alloys with other standard metals. Obviously, there are still alloys floating around. Oh, we've got some stuff here. We've got some prism prosperity shards. We've got some yellorium dust. I don't know what this crap is, but I'm sure it'll come in handy later, so I'll put it all away in nice, safe places. Right, let's grab some more dirt out of here. Have I got enough dirt to complete my device yet? Probably not. Oh, I need to make some more charcoal as well, because I need torches and shit. Let's make, like, 21 charcoal. Why not? I got trees, I got stuff, we're fine. This actually isn't a very efficient way of doing it. Leaves are definitely the best one to compost. Oh, I'm gonna have to do shears crap again, aren't I? Can I make shears out of lead or some kind of, like, less useful material? Lead is the go-to, not very useful one, because it's just a hard material, like, shears. Right. Anything else? Dark shears. Dark steel. I don't feel like that's necessary. Diamond, emerald, inferium, prudentium, intermedium, superium, supremium. I guess it's just going to be onto wooden shears again. Right, let's make sure this is topped up. Which it is. Might as well glug some of this out into the smeltery just so that the smeltery is topped up. We'll be using lava for relatively soon for power generation, which would be nice and cool. I can hold 120 ingots in there, that's nice. Okay, I'll smelt those out. I'll cast them at a later date. For now, I just want to finish this tree farm, then we can get on to looking at automating shit, which is very exciting. Right, I'm going to grow a few more saplings, because we run out of stuff in here, yeah. I mean, I could also, the other thing I can do is I could start composting stuff from the farm. I don't really want to do that, though. Basically, we need to have tree production on a much higher scale to ensure we have enough stuff. So, yeah, so I'm going to do just that, actually. Come on, guys, grow. It's ridiculous, my finger hurts. I put caps lock on by accident. Now I feel ridiculous. Oh, like I'm shouting! Right, 1931. That was handy. Oh, this is a big bastard as well. Excellent. 39. Okay, so we did get a decent amount of saplings out of that. It doesn't work if you are constantly composting them, but if you're just occasionally doing so, essentially we just need tree production on a bigger scale and we should be fine. Right. I've probably got enough dirt for the machinery of evil now. Right. So we basically need to do little squares in each corner of dirt, leaving a hole in the middle. I'm not going to have enough dirt for this, no way. So this, as I say, this system should work with twerking, and should also work just passively, just to grow trees. So I might just leave some here always just growing. I guess that can't hurt. So we want a torch there. So yeah, we want a block of wood in the middle of each of these sections. Somehow it feels so much scarier being up here, even though I'm no closer to the edge than I am anywhere else in the, I suppose, because there's all these bloody holes in it. That's the scary part, aren't they? Torch there, and I want a torch in here. And then the rest of these gaps need to be filled in with dirt as well. Oh, can I be asked? Can I just do it with wood for now and then get rid of it? You know what? Seems really weird, but I'm going to do it with cobblestone. This is because the cobblestone can then be vein mined out. I'll fill it in with dirt once I've got a more comfortable supply of dirt. And this cobblestone can then be vein mined out later. Whereas if I did it with wood, vein mining here would be bad. Extremely, extremely bad. So, yeah. Hop down here. I should have some more charcoal in here. So I should be able to make... That's not the furnace. There we go. Now, I believe charcoal can be split into mini charcoal. Which apparently burns better. Can also use mini charcoal to make mini torches, which is very handy. I don't believe there's any difference between a tiny torch and a regular torch. Maybe they split out slightly less light, but oh well. We want to place some of these around the edges, place them there, one there, there, and there. Now, I believe it's F7 we press. There we go. So, any space that's perfectly lit will not have anything on it in this display. Any space that's slightly dark will have a yellow X. Any space that's dark enough for mobs to spawn will have a red X, which is bad. but we don't massively need it to be perfect at the moment. We just need it to work. Let's put some on there. Right, I'm going to quickly make some. I'm going to plant some saplings up there and just leave them for now while I make some stairs. That's what plant saplings in every one of these. I suppose I've got more space now, so I can actually plant my dark oak ones and shit like that. That's quite handy. Right, I'm gonna. That's every single one of my saplings. That's perfect. I'll let them just grow naturally while I make these. See if they do grow naturally while I make some more stairs, and then we'll go from there. Well, they are starting to grow naturally. That's cool. What the? What? Stop that. So where do I have to look? Do I have to look there for it to place properly? Yeah, it's been like the bottom right section of each one. That one went bollocksy, and I think I have to be pointing in the right direction as well, because otherwise that one's all on the piss. It thinks it's been clever going around the corner. Oh, but it's not. Oh! That looked like it fell off, and then it just popped back up. That was handy. Oh! I'm an idiot. There we go. Oh, it's nice as well, I noticed with the Tinker's tools, it also gives you a readout of how long that tool's got left before it breaks. So here, specifically 185 standard uses. See on the left there? That's quite helpful. You know what, I'm going to get rid of the row on the end of each side, and we'll make that out of something I ain't going to fall off. Because I will do some fencing around the edge of these. That also avoids me having to do any weird shit here. Oh, this is going to be terrifying. Right, let's do this. See how much twerking my computer can handle. A lot of these trees should then end up joined together, so it should make... I just need to keep making sure I can actually breathe. It should make mining them a lot faster. Right. So. Go. Ah, that was good. 15 saplings already. Oh my god. Ow. Hungry. Every time I forget. What have I got to eat? I have to eat a raw potato. I should just go to the food shop. By food shop, I mean food factory. Wow, some of these are big. Holy shit. This farm was successful. This has been a success. And this is without even all the extra little bits on it as well. That's terrifying. Right. Oh, that was good. The advice was specifically to use this farm with copper shears as well for ludicrous experience. And I mean, they weren't wrong. By copper shears, I of course mean a copper... Ooh, nearly fell down there. A copper, whatever the fuck this is. Hatchet. All of these together are our friends. Because already we've got 20 experience, which is wonderful. My goodness. I suppose we're nearly ready to break the Treeper, but then I can actually fix it. Right, Treeper is broken. Now we learn about fixing broken shit. Oh, by the way, a lot of stuff came out of that. I'm going to need to make a new chest, just for wood. I'm going to make a tree gubs chest. Actually, no, I'm going to make a tree gubs crate. Okay, let's open this thing. Nope, cap lock's still on. Right. Storage crate here, which is going to be used exclusively for wood-related items. I could put it in the... Nah, it feels wrong to put it in the middle. There's got to be a reason why that middle's got a torch on it. Right. Oh, I accidentally put some clay in there. Don't want to do that. Wood, 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 wood. Happy days. Right, now I need to find out how to repair the Treeper. I think I just slap copper ingots in with it, and that's all I need to do. Copper ingot. So we go on to the tool station, and this is repair. We put the Treeper in the middle, and we put some iron ingots on top. Bam! It's ready to roll again. 2 ingots to fully heal it. So, got a nice supply of copper. We'll need to make sure one is established, certainly, because I'm going to be getting through this thing. And you're not letting me... Ow! Oh, that's why. I was about to say, like, it's not letting me do vein mining. It's because I'm real hungry. That's why. If you've not got the hunger to use up vape to do vein mining, you can't do vein mining. You know, obvious sequence of events. Oh my god, there's still some up there which I just can't get at. Well, I mean, I can. I just gotta climb up there. This is horrifying. Ha! Hello. Let's creep to the edge of this. Oh, no. Bollocks. That was scary. Don't want to do that again. Right. That's that bit broken. Break these as well. Oh, I just need to get over to that one, bloody hell. Right, let's break this at least. And pop down. Ow. Wow. So, let's see what we got from that whole endeavour. So that was from planting like 20 trees. We got back out 54 saplings plus enough wood to do a lot of shit with. I have to start burning wood. I suppose wood's just going to be my primary building material, really. I'm going to make a lot of fences. I can paint stuff. Oh, that's exciting. Though, actually, for now, I should work on automation stuff. Fuck it, let's do that. Just so while I'm doing building and shit like that, I can have automation-related things going on in the background. Right, so, automation. What do I need? First things first, I need a source of power. So if we search generator, there are lots. There are a shit ton of them, actually. Coal generator is your most basic, oil generator, leaf-eating generator. The actually additions ones are the most common one. But there's a book I can read on this somewhere. Here we go. Actually, additions manual. Should tell me about something. So the coal generator generates 30 RF/T, that's redstone flux per tick. Redstone flux is a unit of power, and generates that through everything that can be put into a furnace. That'll be handy with our wood. So what do we need for that? We need cobblestone, which we have, coal, which we have, and an iron casing. So an iron casing is made from iron ingots, sticks, and black quartz. Oh, we got some black quartz dust from dust stuff. Crushed black quartz, we've got loads of it. Okay, there's got to be some way I can use this to make black quartz. Oh, just smelt it. Does it have to be? Can I do that in just a regular old furnace? Excellent. Let's do just that. We'll burn mini charcoal instead of precious coal. There we go. Okay. So while that's working, so we need to make what's it called, a machine casing. So I need some sticks, which are over here, and I need some iron ingots. Which got now we need 4 of them, didn't we? Right, got me some black quartz. So, now let's make, what's it called? So for a coal generator, we needed an iron casing. So we can just make that. And then we make a coal generator. Fantastic. So now this thing, ooh, we've got an achievement for it. This thing will generate us power by just putting combustible stuff in it, which is really handy. I need some hammers to get that stuff out of the way a little bit, so let's make a stone hammer quickly, and hammer that. Was it gravel? Clearly I was making sand for some reason. Grout! That'll have been why. Okay. I'm gonna plant some trees and just set them treeing up here. No harm in it once again. So just let them work passively. Should probably crook the leaves to try and get more saplings rather than using the thing on him. The Treeper. Oh, Treeper's getting close to leveling up though, which is good. That, I believe, just makes it better at stuff. Good one. I've got some stuff in here as well. I should move saplings and stuff to the other one. Yeah, well. Right, where am I going to build generators and stuff? I'm going to build it all over here. I want to kind of make some more 3D structure-y stuff, because I don't like everything being all on the same level, so... let's grab some stairs, and grab some oak wood. So, up here is going to be my autometry area, generally, we'll say. Oh, I could be using a wand for this. I've forgotten about wands. Where are wands? The shed! Of course, they're in the shed. Let's use that one. Does wands work with stairs as well? Kind of. Interesting. It's worth knowing. Okay, let's position myself here. Whoop. 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 Right, let's see how well it works with stairs, the old wand. Oh, well, not great is the answer. Well, actually, that looks quite... You know what, fuck it, I'll actually keep that, because that looks quite... Oh, and of course, yeah, bollocks it up on the other door. Who? Why? I thought you looked cool, man. I'll just expand this a bit, actually, up here. Apparently, can't do that. Okay, well, yeah, that'll do. suppose the autometry is going to be extremely simple in its earliest form. Ugh, look at me, merging different types of wood. That looks weird, doesn't it? Build that up to there. We'll put a torch on there. Oh, that's a regular torch. I meant to put a micro torch on it. Oh well, I'll just have to put a micro torch on the other side too. So you can accidentally walk onto there from there. That's worth knowing. Well, I mean, it's unlikely to happen, isn't it? I have to be like running at that at a really weird angle, so we'll just pretend that's not possible. It's easier that way.